Welcome to chessroots.com. Okay, today I'm gonna explain a position where black is a slightly advantage and how can black can probably try for advantage or win this position. Okay, this is the position materially wise. Black is having rook and a pawn, but white is having two pawns, two connected pawns, which is on b5 and a6. They are very strong. Now black is threatening b5, b6, b7, and a queen with a7 and a b8. So these are very counter strong posture pawns. Now let's see what black can do. For example, if you play any move like rook c2, now rook c2 and attack the pawns. Now immediately black plays b6, white plays b6 and b7 and b8 is very hard to stop. So there is no way such white cannot play a waiting move or any move which is not stopping b5 pawn to b6. So pause this position for a moment and try to analyze the key move. The black white is threatening b6. So is there any way such that black can stop this pawn to b6? Okay, now let us consider that uh, what if black rook on c7 and pawn on b5 are not there on the board? What is going to happen to this position? This position is now clearly better for black. The reason is this king on a8 is very badly placed and it cannot move outside, whereas the pawn will stuck to a7 and deliver the king a stalemate position. Now black will try like b5 f4 and maybe f5 f4, and after h4 he'll simply play g4 and h5 h6 and f3, and maybe after king f7 g into f, this f pawn will become queen faster than this g or h pawn. So how can we trade this b5 pawn for this rook? Is there any way? Now let us consider, for example, in this 7th rank, if we take rook anywhere in this 7th rank, still b6 and b7 will be winning for white. So rook cannot take on this 7th rank. So if we attack this pawn, he will push this pawn, and if you play rook b5, all it comes same. So if you play b6, if you play rook c5, b6 and rook a5, then see, for example, if you play rook c5, b6, rook a5, and if he plays a7, then rook b5 will be winning. So he'll play b7 and b8, queen, and white is winning. So how can we stop this? Is there any way to stop this? Yeah, here black having only one good chance, and that chance will make him a winning advantage. I hope you all can see that move. Rook c6, a very good move. Now the point of rook c6 is, if you capture with b into c6, these two pawns and this king are very badly placed, and the pawns on f6, g7, h7 will never equal to h2 and f2. So here we get a passed pawn. Mostly we'll get a passed pawn on this situation, and there is no way that white can stop this passed pawn, and this king and a6 and c6 pawns can easily hold by black king. So after rook c6, for example, if you played a7, then rook b6 will simply grab this b5 pawn, like rook into b5, and later king c7, f4, rook back to d5, f5, and rook d8 will be a checkmate. So black cannot leave the pawn on b5 without capturing the rook. Or if we played a move called king a7, then black can immediately play king c7, supporting this rook. Not only that, not allowing king to come b6. If he played b6, if he played b6 like move, he can simply grab rook into b6, and even at one point you can even grab rook a6 and win this endgame. So king a7 is also not there. So let us see what happens if we take with b into c6. After b into c6, g5, a very good move. Why? Because black count the moves, but white is having one move, two move, and thereafter white king will be in a stalemate position. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, whereas black will get 1, 2, 3, 4 moves and will be going faster. So h4 and f4 directly loses. For example, let us see h4, gh4, f4, h3, f5, h2, and king a7. For example, king c7 wins on spot because there is no stalemate. King a7, king c7, and after king a8, queen wins the pawn. If a7, queen c6 and queen b7 will be a checkmate. Or else if we played a7 directly, we'll play h5, a good move, h5 or even h6, because now if you make queen, the king will be in stalemate. So h5 or h6 is and c7, h1, queen bishop will be a checkmate. So what happened if we play g5, a7, and trying to h4 is not there, so he's trying to do a first keep the king in stalemate position like f5. So king c7, now the king is in stalemate. Now if black doesn't do proper trading, then it might be ending in a draw. So f4, a very good move, just giving a chance of a passed pawn which is going to be made one more earlier with f4. If he played more called f3 or something, he can simply give away with g4 and make this queen fast. So now he played h4, which is the only chance. After g into h4, f3 will be a stalemate. So black have to play g4. So and then h5. Now black is threatening f3. So I have to force this f3. So he played h6. And after f3, black still have a move. He cannot play g3 or g into f3, he can wait with the king move with king into f7, and after gf4 this pawn will become queen and will give checkmate on f3. So this is how a small positional advantage can be even converted. Although the material black is way too ahead, but the pawn on b5 and a6 are very dangerous. This is a very good example of abstraction. We are just abstracting white plan of b6 and b7. I hope all of you enjoyed this position. See you in the next class. Bye.